Alright, so today I'll be destroying this RTX 3070 with not just with 4K but 8K graphics. And yes, this GPU can actually handle 8K graphics, and we're gonna be testing out today, and I have no idea how it's gonna perform. And one thing I know is yes, it will work, and we're gonna be testing all of the resolution: 720p, 1080p, 1440p, 4K and 8K, and it might completely destroy this beast of a GPU. I mean, just look at it. It's like the biggest GPU I have ever bought. And if you guys don't know, this is the MSI Gaming Trio Plus. There's not the Gaming Trio X or Gaming C Trio or whatever those are called, but it's the Plus version, and I have no idea what difference it makes. But we're gonna be destroying it completely, and I'm not gonna be playing some basic games, low graphics games. We're gonna be playing the most demanding game, that is the Cyberpunk 2077, and I hope this works. I mean, it should work, right? So let's get right into it, and let's see how it performs. And also, in order to get that flawless 8K output on my TV, I'm using these HDMI cable provided by Ruipro. These are not just normal HDMI cable. These are 8K fiber active optical HDMI cable. That means I will get the flawless, lossless bandwidth while using these HDMI cable, and I've got two of them. I will be giving it away to you guys, so information is going to be in the description. So let's talk about these HDMI cable. So these are HDMI 2.1 with 48 gigabytes of bandwidth. That is insane. These supports HDR, dynamic HDR, 8K 60 hertz. No matter how far your TV is, it's going to support 8K without any loss of the bandwidth. 4K 120 hertz. So that means if you're a console gamer, I would say this is gonna be the best HDMI cable that you can use for your console. I'm using it personally on my PS5, by the way. And these supports ARC, eARC, VRR, ALLM. Like I said, for console, it's just perfect. And not to mention, the build quality is just insane. And these are transparent HDMI cable. And these also have 24 karat gold plated on the connectors. That is just insane. And I would say these are world-class HDMI cable that are by Ruipro. If you want to buy them, link is going to be in the description. And also hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down your social media to enter the giveaway. I will contact you guys directly and send you one of these HDMI cable. Alright, so here we have Phantom Liberty Cyberpunk 2077. So first I want to test on 720p, like I said, but I'm just going to start with 1080p because 720p is just going to be overkill for 3070. And we'll go up to 4K resolution on Cyberpunk with RTX 3070. That just sounds absurd because it's gonna destroy the graphic card, literally. So first of all, it's on ultra settings. 1080p DLSS is off because I want to see the raw performance of this GPU. And I don't have to worry about the bandwidth since we're using Ruipro 8K HDMI cable. It's just gonna be insane. So you can see we're getting 50 to 60 frames per second on 1080p ultra settings, no DLSS, ultra ray tracing, everything is completely maxed out. So 3070 is holding up pretty good with 1080p settings, and I have 1080p monitor as well, 240 hertz, so I would say this is just gonna be perfect. But this GPU is targeted for the 1440p audience, right? So we're gonna be testing that as well, and obviously 8K is just gonna be insane. So let's go, and I'm just going to change it to 1440p. Let's see what's the performance. And again, I'm not going to use any DLSS because why to use DLSS when we can... Okay, never mind. On 1440p, the game just lagged. And I know why that's happening, because of VRAM. And 8 gigs is not just enough. And I don't think so. This even seems playable. You guys can see the frame rates. It's just absurd. It is a playable experience, but VRAM is just so less, and if I had like at least 10 gigs, it could have been even a little bit better. So let's go and turn on DLSS to get like smooth frame rates, I would say. So I'll just put it on auto, I guess. That will work. So with the DLSS, we are getting 50 frames per second. That is okay, that is playable. And we're not on DLSS performance, we are on auto DLSS with 1440p resolution ultra settings. Okay, so let's just put on ultra performance. I think we'll get solid 60 FPS. Okay, never mind. Let's just go 4K. I don't want to do that. So 4K, no DLSS, Let's see how it performs. Okay, so my game just lagged. I don't know, for some reason it's just... Okay, we are getting solid 1 frame per second on 4K Ultra, no DLSS. And I know this is the VRAM issue. 8 gigs of VRAM is not even good. 5 frames per second it's just insane. I don't know why Nvidia even made this GPU with 8 gigs of VRAM. 3060 have 12 gigs. This could have been the one with 12 gigs. So I think DLSS is probably gonna fix it. Let's see. It's 4K ultra resolution, everything is maxed out, and DLSS auto. Okay, this kind of looks playable. 20 frames per second, 25 frames per second. So remember, we are on 4K ultra with DLSS on, and I think this is doing pretty well. For 4K resolution, I would say it's still good, and still using 7 gigs of VRAM. I'm telling you guys, if this GPU had 12 gigs of VRAM, that could have been so much better. And again, I'm not saying it's not playable on 4K. Let's just go to ultra DLSS. Maybe we'll get like 30 frames per second at least. Yeah, it's still the same, 24 frames per second DLSS ultra on 4K. Come on, Nvidia. We need more VRAM on graphics card this powerful. So ultra... Okay, so on ultra DLSS we are getting 50 frames per second. That is 100% playable if you're playing on 4K resolution. I think it is time, guys. It is time we should bump up the settings to 8K. And I'm just kind of scared. What if my GPU just catches fire? And also, have you guys noticed that going to the menu was kind of with a delay? But we don't care about that. We're just gonna jump into 8K. Apply. And remember, we are on... Okay, I can't even see the frame rate. 8K resolution is so insane. I mean, look at the text, how small it is. But we're gonna try to play the game. DLSS auto ray tracing ultra. Let's see. Okay, we're waiting for the game. I think it's the VRAM issue again. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but we're getting like 1 frame every 10 seconds. And the game is kind of glitching out, so 8K resolution is really stressing this GPU out. I can't even play the game, guys. You guys have no idea what I'm facing right now. The car is not even running. On the background, it seems that car is running, but on screen, it's just glitching out everything. I think this is the Cyberpunk game when it was released for the first time. It was filled with glitches, to be honest. And going to the menu is also really slow. I pressed the escape button and it's still on this screen. Okay, here we are. We have the menu. Let's just lower some settings. We are on 8K resolution, by the way. And I'm gonna just increase the text because I can't see the frame rates, to be honest. I don't think so if you guys can see it as well. But it just looks so small. And I think I have to edit that out when I'm making the video, when I'm editing it. Because I can't see the frame rate or any of the VRAM usage. Okay, the game still lags. It's just unplayable. I don't think so, guys. This GPU can do 8K. But we still have so many settings to test on. We'll check on lowest settings. I hope the lowest settings works with the 8K resolution. Alright guys, so after putting on lowest preset and maximum DLSS on 8K, I finally think it's gonna work. And by the way, I have increased the text size of the MSI afterburner so we can see the frame rate clearly, because 8K was just too small. I couldn't even read one single letter. So lowest settings, ultra DLSS. Let's see how many frames we get. And the game is still kind of laggy, but I think this might work. And yeah, we're getting solid 11 frames per second. 8K ultra DLSS lowest setting, and the game looks complete garbage. That is for sure true, but yeah, we are gaming on 8K on RTX 3070 and the game kind of lagging. And yeah, I think this is it. I'll just catch you guys in the next one because my GPU is thermal throttling big time.